Okay, now we move the second exercise. Okay, first exercise over. The second exercise is a rank of a matrix. A rank of a matrix is nothing but the number of non-zero rows occur in the given matrix. Actually, the definition of rank of a matrix is a rank of a matrix. Okay, the matrix A is defined as the order of a highest order non-vanishing. Vanishing means 0. Non-vanishing means non-zero. A minor of the matrix A. A minor means we must reduce our given order. So suppose if it is given 3 by 4, we convert the 3 by 4 at least one row or two row become fully 0. And it is denoted by the symbol a row of A. Should be read it as row of A. The given matrix is A, whose rank is denoted by row of A. Suppose the given matrix is B, whose rank is denoted by row of B. Actually, the rank of a matrix is nothing but the number of non-zero rows. I give an example. Suppose one matrix A, whose value is 1, 2, 4, 5. To find the rank of the matrix, there will be two ways. One is to find whose determinant value. Suppose he is a non-zero, then the rank of the matrix is 2 because it has 2 non-zero rows. Suppose whose determinant value becomes 0, then the rank of the matrix is 1. The rank is always not equal to 0. It is possible only when all the entries of the matrix is 0. Okay, so I will take this example A. To find whose determinant value. What is his determinant value? 1 5 is 5. Minus 4 2 is 8. 5 minus 8 is minus 3. Minus 3 is non-zero. The matrix name is A. So row of A is 2. Because its order is 2. So rank of the matrix is 2. I'll give one more example. Suppose the matrix B is 2, 3, 6, 1. To find whose determinant. Okay, what is the final determinant value? The value is 0. 2, 3, 6. We multiply these two elements with a minus sign. So minus 6. So determinant value is equal to 0. That is a 2 by 2 determinant value is 0. Therefore, rank of the matrix is not equal to 2. The rank of B should be equal to 1 because it has at least one of the non-zero elements. A matrix suppose contains any one of the non-zero element whose rank become 1. So this is called a minor. I will give one more example. Suppose the matrix A is 5, 3, 2, 5, 6, 3, 0, 0, 7. Or here also 1, 0. Suppose. What is whose rank? You see the number of non-zero rows. 1, 2, 3. A row contains all elements are 0, it is called a 0. A row contains at least any one of the element is non-zero, it is called a non-zero row. You see it is how many non-zero rows? There will be 3. 1, 2, 3. So row of A is equal to 3. Suppose this element is also become 0. Okay. So you see the last row become fully 0. Now we see how many non-zero rows. 1, 2. The third row fully 0. Now we say this rank of the matrix is 2. So row of A is equal to 2. Suppose this value is 0. What is whose rank? This rank is also 2 because it has 1 non-zero, 3. Suppose this value is also 0. What is his rank? Whose rank is 1 because it has second row and third row fully 0. So first row only value, so whose rank is 1. It is a working rule to find rank of a matrix. There will be two types of rank of a matrix will be given. The first one is to minimize the given matrix order, and the second one is to interchange the rows from elementary operation. Okay, we reduce the given matrix in one way, and we elementary transformation of the matrix is the another way. In row transformation method, one important method is there, that is called echelon form. Now to convert the given matrix is in echelon form. Now what is meant by echelon form? The given matrix is suppose A, 5, 2, 4, 2, minus 3, 5, minus 1, 0, 6, 2, 4, 5. Suppose it is our given matrix. What is the order of the matrix? The order of the matrix is 1, 2, 3. 3 rows. And how many columns? There will be 4. So whose order is 3 by 4. Now our question is to find the rank of the matrix using row elementary operation. The highest rank of the matrix it should come 3, is not 4, because it has a 3 row. In 3 and 4 the least number is 3. So whose highest rank is 3, or it may be 2 or it may be 1. But 0 is not there. How to convert the given matrix in echelon form? It has only one working rule. In first row, first column element, it should be non-zero. It may be any number in non-zero. And to convert, these two elements become 0. The first step to convert these two elements become 0. And the last row, this element is also we convert become 0. The triangle shape of this element should come 0. It is non-zero element, and under the non-zero element at least to convert this 3 element become a 0. This form of the matrix is called an echelon form. Then next we check the number of non-zero rows. Suppose we convert some elementary operation, it is a value of A. You see the number of non-zero row is 3. So row of A is equal to 3. Or this value is also becomes 0. What is the rank? Whose rank is also 3. This element is also 0. Suppose we convert some changes, this 2 element is also become 0. Now you check what is the rank, what is the number of non-zero row? 1, 2. The third row fully 0, so the rank of the matrix is 2. So there will be 2 ways. One is we change the elements of row, and the another one is using determinant. The given matrix is given. To find the determinant of any one, so minor means we reduce our given order. 3 by 3. Suppose we consider 1 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, consider 3 by 3 is our choice. I will take 5 0 0 first row. Second row 2 5 0. I will take either third row or fourth row. 2 0 0. Now what is order? 3 by 3. To find who is the determinant value. Suppose it is non-zero, we come to the conclusion it is rank of the matrix is 3. It's your choice, whatever in our question specifically asks a row echelon form or using minor determinant form. Okay, in exercise 1.2, the first one, find the rank of the following matrices by, you see, minor method. Minor means we reduce our given order. Okay, it's a minor method. First, you see that there is no name of the matrix. So the first step we put the name of the matrix. I will take the first matrix name is A. 2 minus 4 minus 1 2. In minor method means to find whose determinant value. Suppose if it is 0, then we reduce the order. Determinant A is equal to, what is the value of whose determinant? 2 2s are 4. We multiply these two elements with a minus sign. So minus 4. Determinant value is equal to 0. Therefore, the rank of the matrix cannot be is equal to 2. Whose order is 2 by 2. Okay, the order of the matrix is 2 by 2. Whose determinant value is non-zero, the rank is 2. The determinant value is equal to 0, the rank is 1. The rank cannot be is equal to 0 because this element, all the elements are non-zero. When the rank is becomes 0, suppose a matrix contains all elements are 0, then the rank of the matrix is 0. Now we come to the conclusion, the rank of the given matrix. It is a symbol of rank. You should be read it as row of A. That is rank of A should be is equal to 1. So this method is called the minor method. Now we see the second solution. Okay, the name is not given. So here also you will be taking the given matrix name. I will take the name of the matrix is B. The values of B is minus 1 3, 4 minus 7, 3 minus 4. What is the order of this matrix? The order of the matrix is 3 by 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 rows and how many columns? 1, 2. What is the maximum possible order of the given matrix? In 3 by 2, we see the minimum one is 2. Okay, so the minimum order is 2 or it may be 1. Now we consider, okay, it is a minor method. There is no way to find the determinant of directly B because we see 2 by 2 and 3 by 3 only. So we consider any 2 by 2 is your choice. We will take the first 2 rows or we will take the second row and third row or we will take the first row and third row. Now I consider the first 2 rows in determinant method. Now I consider in minor method, that means we reduce the order. Minus 1, 3, 4, minus 7. I will take the first row and second row. Minor means reduce. Or you will take first and third or second and third also. Now we find this determinant value. Actually, what is the order of the matrix is a determinant. Suppose we converted into a matrix whose order is 2 by 2. We find whose determinant minus 1 into minus 7 is a plus 7. We multiply these two elements with a minus sign, so minus 12. 4 3s are 12. 7 minus 12 is minus 5 is non-zero. So 2 by 2 determinant value is a non-zero. Therefore, rank of the matrix is equal to 2. Therefore, row of A, that is the rank of the given matrix. It's not A, it is a B. Because our given matrix will be taken is B. Therefore, row of B is equal to 2. Suppose this determinant value is 0. You don't come to the conclusion the rank is 1. We check one more possible ways. I will take 1 2. Suppose this value is 0, then we check 2 3 or 1 3. if any one of the determinant is a non-zero, the given matrix rank is also 2. So you don't come to the conclusion in any one of the determinant. We check, try to all. Here there is a first two rows, it become non-zero. Suppose it is a 0, next I check second row and third row. It is also 0, then I check first row and third row. Suppose all the determinant is 0, we come to the conclusion the given one rank is 1. So this method is called the minor method. That is, we reduce the given matrix order to find whose determinant is a non-zero is a 2. If it is all the minor of this one, 2 by 2 is 0, then the given matrix rank is also 2. Now we try the fifth one. The name of the matrix is not given, we will take it is A. Now to find the rank of this matrix using minor method. Minor means it contains how many rows and how many columns. We reduce the rows and columns. Actually, what is the order of the given matrix? It is a 3 by 4. 1, 2, 3 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns. So what is the maximum possible order of the matrix? That is, the rank of the matrix is 3. In 3 by 4, the least one is a 3. So the maximum possible rank of the matrix is a 3. What is the minimum possible the rank of the matrix is? Either 1 or 0. If it is 1, because any one of the non-zero elements is occur. So the maximum possible rank of the given matrix is 3 and the minimum possible rank of the matrix is 1. Now we consider 3 by 3 first of all. In the previous one, there will be 2 by 3. So we will try 2 by 2. But it is 3 by 4. So first we reduce 3 by 3. It's your choice, will be taking any 3 rows and any 3 columns. I consider determinant. Okay, it's a row wise or column wise, it's your choice. So I will take the element from 0 to 0. Okay, I leave the last column. The first 3 rows and first 3 columns. Okay, I consider. Next I check what is the value will come. 0, 1, 2. 0, 2, 4. 8, 1, 0. I consider the first 3 columns. Or one may be the student will consider 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 4 is your choice. But you don't change the elements. The elements should become in order. But you will take any row or any columns. So now next step, to find the value of this determinant. Suppose if it is 0, then we come 3, 2 by 2. Suppose this determinant is a non-zero, we come to the conclusion the rank is 3 because whose order is 3 by 3. Now we find the value of this determinant. If it is not is equal to 0, we come to the conclusion rank is 3. Suppose this determinant value is equal to 0, then we try one more 3 by 3. Suppose all 3 by 3 is equal to 0, then we try 2 by 2. Suppose all 2 by 2 is 0, we come to the conclusion the rank is 1. First we try the value of this determinant. Starting element is 0. So 0 to anything is always 0. Next, the sign of the number is minus. So minus 1. You leave this column and this row. 0 into 0 is 0. 8 into 4, 32 minus 32. 0 minus 32 plus 2. Now we leave this row and this column. 0 into 1 is 0. 8 2s are 16 is a minus 16. 0 minus 1 into minus 32 plus 2 into minus 16 is a plus 32. And minus 32, it becomes 0. So 3 by 1, 3 by 3 value is equal to 0. Then therefore the rank of the matrix is equal to 2. We don't come to the conclusion. I will be take 1, 2, 3. Next, you try either 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 4 is your choice. I consider one more. Again, first row, second row, I leave the third column and I enter the fourth column. I will take first column, second column. I leave the third column and I enter the fourth column. 1, 3, 2. Now we find these determinants. 0 to anything is always 0. Minus 1 half. Okay, minus 1 half. We leave. 0 to 2 is 0. Minus 24. Plus 1 half. Okay, plus 1 half. 0. Minus 16. 0. 0. Minus 1 into minus 24 is plus 24. And minus 16. Within 0. 1 into minus 16 is minus 16. Is 24 minus 16 is plus 8. Is non-zero. Therefore, row of A is equal to 3. It's an important thing. Any one of 3 by 3 will come 0. Then it don't immediately come whose rank is 2. We try one more. So first we try the first 3 column. Our answer will come 0. Next we try 1, 2 and 4. That value is non-zero, therefore the rank is 3. Suppose, sir, this value is also 0. What is the next step? We leave the first column. We enter second, third, fourth. We consider it is a 1, 2, 3. We find that value. Suppose all values become 0, then we move 2 by 2. So this method is called the minor method. In the exercise, the second one, the same question. Find the rank of the following matrices, but you see there will be a row reduction method. Okay, we reduce the rows. Reduce the rows means to convert become the rows become 0. So in this case, we use the echelon form. We identify the echelon form. The first row, first column element is always a non-zero, and at least, okay, I say at least, that is a minimum. These 3 elements become 0. To convert 0, then we check the number of non-zero row is called the rank of the matrix. You see, the name of the matrix is not given, so first we put the name matrix. Usually we take the name of the matrix is A, so that A is equal to 1, 1, 1, 3, 2, minus 1, 3, 4. 5 minus 1, 7, 11. Okay. Is a given matrix A. Now we reduce the rows become a 0. It's a maximum. To convert it is in echelon form. So we check our first column, first element is a non-zero. It's important. So it is 1. So no problem. Next we convert these 3 elements become a 0. So we do some operation. We interchange the elements, but the order cannot be changed. So the name of the matrix is called an equivalent matrix. Okay, because all the elements are changes now, but the order is cannot be changed. Therefore, we say it is an equivalent matrix. So first row I don't no change because the number 1 is non-zero. So I write the first row as it is 1, 1, 1, 3. So to convert in echelon form, the next step is to convert this element become 0. And then to convert this element become 0. Then finally we convert this element is also 0. So first step to check this one is non-zero. So the next one to convert this element become a 0 using rows. So is your choice will be changes any rows. You know very well it is a first row. So we write it is R1, that is row 1. It is second row, we write it is R2. It is a third row, so we say it is a third row, we write it is R3. So in your book, the elementary operation will be given in this arrow mark. R1 gives, R2 gives. But it is very easy to write all the transformation right in the right hand side of the matrix. It's our choice. We write either left side or we write right side. So we use the right side. First row no change. Now the second row, the element 2 becomes 0. How to the element 2 becomes 0? Now we consider the second row and first row. We see the second row first element is a 2. On the first row first element is 1. Suppose I multiply the number 2 in the first row fully. Okay, then the element 1 become 2. Then I separate this 2. 2 minus 2 become 0. What are the remaining elements? No change. No problem. So to convert this element only become 0. So now I write the second row as. Okay, we convert this row. This is called the second row. So second row as, that is R2 gives. That means the second row becomes, the element 2 is there. So no change in the second row. So I write R2. And this element is also suppose become 2. Then 2 minus 2 become 0. So now I write this R2 as R2 minus 2 times of R1. R2 minus 2R1. What is the particular reason to write 2 here? In first row the element 1 is there, 1 2 is 2. And what is the reason to separate? Both have the same sign. Suppose we separate, that this element become 0. So that's why I write R2 as, that is R2 become, that is the second row become, second row fully we write minus of 2 times of R1. I write second row, first element is 2 minus 2 times of, whose corresponding element in R1 is 1. 2 minus 2, 2 minus 2 become 0. We do the same work in the remaining elements also. Now you see that element is minus 1, so minus 1. How to write R2? R2 minus 2R1. Minus 2 of whose corresponding element of R1 is 1. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Next, 3. Okay, we write R2 as R2 minus 2R1. 3 minus 3 minus 2 times of whose corresponding element of R1 is 1. 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. Now this element become 4. 3 is there. That element become, how to write R2? R2 as R2 minus 2 R1. 4 minus 2 3s are 6. 4 minus 6 is minus 2. 4 that is R2 minus 2 times of R1 3. 4 minus 2 3s are 6. 4 minus 6 is minus 2. So to convert in echelon form, it is the first step. To convert this element becomes 0. The next step is to convert that element is also become 0. How to become 0? It's a row reduction method. So we do the work in row 1. Okay. How to become the element 5 is 0. You see 2, I consider R2 and R1. Now this element becomes 0. So now I consider R3, R1 or R2. But it is easy to consider R3 and R1. Because in R1 just 1 is there. Suppose I multiply 5 in the first row, the element 1 become 5. So 5 minus 5 is become 0. No sir, I consider second row and third row. Yes, we consider. But we interchange the elements. Suppose we consider the second row and third row. third row fully multiplied by the number 2, and the third row fully multiplied by the number 2, and the second row fully multiplied by the number 5. But it is easy to consider R1 and R3. So now we write R3 as R3 gives, that is the third row becomes, our motive is to convert this element become 0. Now we consider R3 and R1. Suppose the element 1 is become 5, then we separate this element become 0. So how to write R3? We write R3 as R3. Same sign is there, so 5 times of R1. So R3 minus 5 times of R1. Because the number 5 is there, so I multiply 5 here. So the first element become 0. 5 minus 5 ones are minus 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. Now we consider this element. Okay? Minus 1. How to write R3? We write R3 as R3 minus 5 R1. You see here the R3 value is minus 1. Minus 5 times of R1, whose corresponding element of R1 is 1. Minus 5 times of 1. What is the final answer? Minus 1 minus 5. Minus 1 minus 5 is minus 6. This element become, we identify. The number 7 become, we write R3 as R3 minus 5 R1. 7 minus 5 also 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. Okay. The number 11 become, the number 11 become 11. Okay, R3 minus 5 times of R1. The corresponding element of 11 in R1 is 3 minus 5, 3. Okay. 11 minus 5 3s are 15. 11 minus 15 is minus 4. So the first step in row reduction method to check that one is non-zero. Next, to convert that element becomes 0. And the third step, this element is also become 0. It is not an echelon form. This element is also become 0. At least the triangle shape of element become 0. So the next one, we don't change in the first row and the second row. Okay, I don't change in first row and second row. I change this element only 0, so our work is only for the third row. And one important thing, after we converting these two elements become 0, we consider only the second row and third row. Suppose we consider the first row and third row, this element is again one non-zero element because the number 1 is there. So it's important, we consider these two elements become 0, then second row and third row. Now our motive is to convert this element become 0 using R2 and R3. You have any idea? You see the elements? There is one relation. Suppose we multiply by 2 is also minus 6. Same sign, so we separate this element become 0. So now we write R3 as, okay, that is the third row become, big number is lies in third row, so R3 6, 3, 2 3s are 6, so 2 times of R3. We put here plus or minus. When you separate or add, you see both are same sign. When same sign is there, it becomes 0, so we must separate. R3 minus 2R2. Suppose if it is plus 3 is there, I put here plus. So R3 minus 2R2. So this element becomes 0. These two elements don't consider because already these two elements are 0. Whatever it may be, the operation becomes 0. So 0. We write R3 as R3 minus 2R2. What is the corresponding element of R3? Minus 6. Okay, minus 2 times half, whose corresponding element of R2 is minus 3. You check, minus 6. Minus 2 into minus 3 is plus 6. Minus 6 plus 6 is 0. This value is also 0. 2 minus 2 ones are 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. This value minus 4 minus 2 into minus 2. So minus 4 plus 4 is 0. Now it is in echelon form. First one is non-zero, and at least this triangle shape of element become 0. So it is called an echelon form. Now we check the number of non-zero rows. How many non-zero rows here? There will be 2 or 3. Is 2 because the third row fully 0. So it's a 0 row. The number of non-zero row is called the rank of the matrix. The number of non-zero rows is here 2. So rank of the method is 2. Suppose one element occurs here. Suppose for example is minus 1 is there. Then the rank is 3 because this row contains one non-zero element. Suppose any one of the row contains at least one non-zero, we consider it is also a non-zero row. But the third row fully 0, so we consider it is a 0 row. So the rank of the matrix is 2. Okay students, in this video, when adjoint is given, how to calculate A and A inverse. And the next one, in the second exercise, how to find the rank of the matrix. When a minor method and also row reduction method. I do some sums in exercise regarding. The same model sums lies in example also. We try all the sums. Question and answer all are there. We must try in your work home. So it is very useful in the following the next video.